Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clemson jumps to the line. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, he'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets great. That's why Clemson had that stretch of such dominance in college football.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Buying some time. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football and stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy is dangerous with his legs.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Gets it to the back. Runs for the tackle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Swings it out to his running back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Here comes the option. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch, nice catch.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Clemson set up with another first down. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Tosses it incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game. He completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Lagway. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Randall. Tackled there by the defense. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Fires to the big fella. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10. Quarterback keeper. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's loose. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Quickly out to the tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it! Right down the boulevard! There he goes! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start the third quarter with the run. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed behind the line, it's Livingston. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
5 wide receivers on second and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Gators! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To throw, it's Klubnik. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clemson is quick to the line. Going to sling it on second down. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Oh, man, and for the defense, you're just like, dang it, if that would have just...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Touchdown, Florida! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Grab near the marker. It's Haynes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. The give on the option. Fights off a defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Might as well give it to him again. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Slings it downfield. Hauls it in. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Grab behind the line. It's Randall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Makes a catch on the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. He'll try to do it himself. Smashes through the tackle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got
going for it all. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to fight.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Quick completion on the out. Turning on the Jets. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback will keep it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. On the option. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Here's a throw downfield late. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Sends it back in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Rushes on him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clemson trying to hold this lead and run out the clock. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the air, it's Lagway. He wants a big play here late. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop.
playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a... this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0.
And they've got to feel good too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hurricanes will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back to pass, it's Morton. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Joyner. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
On the ground, it's Joyner. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Hudson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Let it go break that up and swat it down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
It's a running room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Got it behind the line. It's Carter. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Red Raiders have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks it in.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in is this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
They're going to ride this running back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. The throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And the Hurricanes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's back. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kane.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Eakin. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
To the air, it's Morton. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
To the air, it's Underwood. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
He's smashing off to the races to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Branch. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Trying to beat him to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan 7, Georgia 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The toss to the outside. Runs through a tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they go with the toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Off play action on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. And on the interception return, he'll... Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring him 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. The quick out. There he goes. Wide open spaces. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Dropping back, it's Green. Got the back over the middle. At the 35, he's open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The give to the back. It's a seam wide open. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
They've got a first down here to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Green. They get to him as he throws. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Wants to keep it in the air. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dances away. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quickly complete.
When you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out.
The Wolverines have enough for the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now on 1st down from the 28. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll throw it down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete downfield. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
No, it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he's going to bring this one out. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Wants to throw again. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Green. Got a man. It's Blake. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints here in New Orleans. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
And that deep tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive line.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the tailback. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What about the speed for that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Michigan! This defense making a... Welcome, everyone, to AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, and they'll mark it at the 30. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. At midfield, he's got room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
On the third play of the drive, 3rd down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I start, I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Right back to the well. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 40. Oh, a lot of space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Quick strike complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Michigan 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Right back to him on the ground. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms. But the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I think this offense is going to start to get a little frustrated. Back-to-back drives, they've had some success, but they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. And right here, they don't protect their guy. And now, 3rd and long situation, you know the pass rushers are coming. They know it's a pass. Got to be smart here with this play call.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. From the gun. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him. And that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fair catch called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll immediately call timeout. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. It's intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it up.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field. But interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Michigan 14, Ohio State 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The short hands, it's Smith. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to...
He's got it inside the 15. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. To the air, it's Ncaa. Here's the pressure. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They get the touchdown, and the quarterback has a brand new tattoo to commemorate the moment.
And I don't think the offensive coordinator's happy about that either. You don't want to see your quarterback get hit like that. Great job standing in there, though, and delivering the ball, even with the defense all over.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the lone running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will give them the lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Using his feet to buy time. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That is the score. Ohio State 19, Michigan 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks. You don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Ohio State 19, Michigan 14.
They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Back to throw. It's Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. He'll start this drive firing. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Wolverines! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away saying, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3.
You know, teams practice 2-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need to make it a 3-point game so your opponent can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Zings it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tate. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week. Looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. Pulls it and fires to the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds the tight end. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air. It's Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get... down for the big pickup.
And they trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
It's first down from the 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. From the gun on third down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, they couldn't come up with that completion, so now it comes down to the kick. You've got to make this field goal, send it into overtime.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
And the late game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in a spot. You know exactly where he likes to kick it from. He drives it through. We're tied up, and we're headed to overtime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The Buckeyes started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Buys a little time with his feet. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the connection on 4th down, and they give up the football here in overtime.
Well, they couldn't come up with it there on 4th down in overtime, so now their defense comes onto the field, and a lot of pressure on this defense now to keep the O out of the end zone.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Using his legs, it's Haynes. He's loose, and he's wrestled to the ground.
You see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Takes the easy completion. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Trying to turn the corner on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You've got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This
Welcome, folks, to Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Dolphins here in Miami, Florida. As we'll see a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. Offense will start at the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. To throw, it's Green. Caught behind the line, it's Washington. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Now here he goes. They make the stop, and not before a solid gain that time.
Just a good job up front by this offensive line, getting a hat on a hat and be able to give this running back from Arkansas enough room to get upfield and pick up that first down. Nice play.
And the Razorbacks are looking to keep this drive going. And at first down, they go right back to him. He's in the clear.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, we're looking at...
Breaks into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
The Razorbacks with 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Arkansas. They strike first in this national title bout. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Marshall. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The offense with 3 tight ends now on 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Haynes. Here he goes. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
I like how the quarterback here works through his progressions and just realized the check down's probably his best option. Got it to the back out the flat for an easy 1st down.
1st down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the 1st quarter. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Defense swarms him on that 1st down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. With the catch, it's McCulley. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made in space. Look out. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And there's the handoff. Gets the 1st and still running. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. And the Wolverines are in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds...
Touchdown, Michigan, as they answer with their 1st score of this title game.
Boy, how exciting has this 1st half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Looking to throw. It's Green. On the move now. Oh, escapes the tackle. Looks like he's going to run it. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. Pulls it in. It's Anthony.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
See if they can punch it in. It's 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. To the air, it's Green. Over the middle, it's Anthony. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. He keeps it. QB draw. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Razorbacks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught quickly. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment for this important play. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Green. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. 4th down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Catch made on the left side. And he'll run out of bounds and pick it up a few yards on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. And he keeps it. The ball to the ground. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. The Razorbacks will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down because he just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve and he picked up the first.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Hansen. They'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Running with purpose. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. This offense continues to roll. He wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kurt.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The Wolverines will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Quick throw, the catch is made. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. 2nd down after that previous play. The shotgun handoff here. Running with purpose. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, at this stage of the football game as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking about a couple things. You're playing with the lead. You have great field position. Keep running the football. And the importance of that is the clock will continue to move, and you have a chance to be able to ice this victory.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught for the completion. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
But that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, not quite through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Green. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Fired into a tight window and picked off.
Oh, man, Chris. I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Leaning on the run game here late. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Grab behind the line. It's McCulley. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage. But, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Design quarterback run. We're able to convert. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. Got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the 1st down and keep working clock.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Touchdown, Wolverines! Still no answer for this offense.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a 4-4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field. It's Green. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the 4th quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Making people miss. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On first down, it's play action. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Back to pass. It's Green. The pocket breaking down. And this one is caught. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Great connection there for 6 points.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. But he safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk. They looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
Now, I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.